What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news might be the catalyst for upcoming weeks and months. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I told you that we have to form the structure, we have to complete the movement to the downside, potentially to complete the entire retracement from the all-time low to the current level. And because of this, my main anticipation was that we have to see this type of movement. And let me show you that right here, you can see that this is the point where I made my previous video. And I drew this line basically 6 days ago. And right now we are moving exactly as I predicted. And I just have to adjust this tool a little bit in order to show you this structure. And my main assumption was that we should hit the upper resistance, the upper border of this channel, in order to see the reaction. And this reaction happened. So far so good. And in just several minutes in my technical analysis, I will show you what should we expect next. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. And first of all, let me show you right here that a lot of pension funds cut their position in order to rebalance their portfolio. And I have to say that you might think that it might be the signal to sell this stock, but in my opinion, it is not the case. And in just a couple of minutes, I will show you why I think so. On top of that, NIO is showing their strong steps towards the expansion on the European and US market. And as you can see, NIO filming ET5 touring promo in Norway, more images revealed. And I have to say that this vehicle is, in my opinion, is a beautiful. On top of that, let me show you this news that NIO to report Q1 earnings on June the 9th. So we have to mark our calendars on this date because it might be very important for the company in the medium-term perspective. On top of that, let me show you this news that is extremely important in my opinion. NIO files to use semi-solid state batteries in its vehicles. And the subtitle is NIO's models are finally close to being able to use semi-solid state batteries, with the EV maker filing to add Lion as a battery cell supplier in 3 models. And this is a very important step towards its dominance on the US and on the global market. And let me show you some quite interesting details. If you take a look on the list of institutional investors, you can see the mixed filings. As you can see, red lines represent completely closed position, green lines represent absolutely new positions, and we have some changes in the positions with the white lines. And let me show you quite interesting detail. Definitely we can see that a lot of companies closed their positions, but the major shareholders, one of major shareholders and one of the most famous hedge funds, BlackRock, added to their position about 2.65%, and the total value of their position becomes $651.19 million. Quite huge position. On top of that, let me show you right here. We can see the Goldman Sachs group completely closed their put position, and at the same time they added 38% to their long position, and the value of this position becomes $201 million. Definitely this shows the potential, and this shows how these hedge funds believe in this company in the long-term perspective. That is why we might anticipate the upcoming weeks or even months with the huge turbulence, especially not only for NIO, but for the entire market. But in the long run, in my opinion, NIO will hit much higher targets. And despite the quite bearish sentiment on the NIO's news section, you can anticipate that right after we will complete the structure to the downside, probably, we might see the next movement that will be the first leg of the major bull trend. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let's again switch to daily time frame and let me show you its price action in general. Right here we have this movement to the upside that has a completed 5-wave structure, and we have to see the simple, as usual, as the simple zigzag retracement movement. And we have it, and let me show you that in the C wave we have to see 5-wave structure, and we have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the 5th wave we also have to have a 5-wave structure, and we have it 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5th wave should have a 5-wave structure as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this 5th wave also should have a 5-wave structure in it, because we have waves inside the waves, inside the waves, and so on and so forth. And because of this, as you can see from this top, we already formed first, second, third. We are forming or already formed the 4th wave, and we might see another leg to the downside to form our latest, the last 5th wave, to complete the entire retracement from its all-time high to present day. And from this point somewhere here we might see the trend reversal that will be the beginning of new uptrend on a greater scale. And what should you expect next? I have to say that this asset acts exactly as I predicted, and it hit the upper border of this channel, the resistance of this channel. And because of this, my main assumptions is still the same. We might see the movement to the downside that should should land probably in the double bottom pattern somewhere at 7.42, because the latest wave usually might be with the flat pattern, and flat pattern implies the double bottom pattern. Next assumption that probably we might even break it to the downside, but I don't think that we might go much deeper than the current level. And that is why, if you are a long-term holder, just take a look on a bigger picture, and let me show you that in general this asset is at a very lucrative position. And most likely from this point somewhere here, even if it goes a bit lower, we might see the next major movement to the upside, and the upside potential is really massive. Next major range of resistance which this asset should hit is $24.54, and definitely it will not happen overnight, and it will not happen this year, but in a matter of next probably 1.5 or 2 years, we have to see this type of movement that should at least unload the entire structure in worst case scenario. And this means it should hit some ranges of resistance, probably 25 somewhere here, 24.8, $24.5 mark. And if you want to catch the trade, let me show you the latest movement in details on hourly time frame. Definitely you have to wait for the confirmation, and the confirmation should be the breakout. First breakout is this one. We have to break this bottom in order to confirm the next leg to the downside, and probably we might break this bottom, and in this case we will be 100% in line to complete the entire structure, or otherwise we might see the trend continuation to the upside. And in this case we have to see the breakout above this range of resistance with the conviction of volume. And right here, as you can see, the latest movement to the upside that hit this upper range of resistance had a very lucrative volume. As you can see, this volume was much higher than the previous ones, and this means it was an attempt to break it, but it was failed, and this means we have to wait for the resolution. And this means crucial points for now is $8.53 for NIO, and the next crucial is $7.86 mark. And depending on the breakout above the range of resistance or below the range of support, we will confirm the next major movement. And I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna kick caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap, only God wants you.